banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And center receiver left.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing to start this game. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Got it. Ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
19, 18.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the crossing route. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. There's the first down, and he's still going. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Man in motion here. They go play action on 1st down. The right side hauled in by Collins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Quieting this home crowd early as they line up for 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, hold.
Allen comes out throwing. Incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down from the 41.
319. What's that?
There's a dive up the middle. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. It's his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Working on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. So 20 yards on that play. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Gibbs. Through the middle. Has a hole left. Room to run. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
It's a nipple look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Throwing here, Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
What is
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. And with less than a yard to go here, they're leaving the offense out there. 4th down, here's Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cowboy 80.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. A lot of space ahead. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
70 Timberwolves. Viking 18. 19 Lions.
First and 10, looking to throw. It's caught right side by Fryermuth. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is second and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Ready, set.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
He's going to try to throw for it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way. 20. Five yards. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Off they go with Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Putting a receiver in motion. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to have first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Let go.
They'll try and punch it in. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Bengals nothing. Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Look out.
Here's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
What's that?
Here's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with third and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
56. Ready. Look out.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. All right, so the penalty helps him out. Now only 6 yards needed on third down.
Regular. Brown 80. You gotta go beat. It's out.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Run in right side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Allen now on first down. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Allen setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Six yards to go here. It's third down.
319.
Throw here, third down. Puckett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Okay,
First call here coming from the shotgun.
go. 60 average. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
Airing it out to start this drive. Has it downfield working the left. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Cougar 19.
They bring Collins in motion right. And throw it here on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry up here.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Second down pass play coming. Fits it through the middle. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like. Not that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
10. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing can turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Go.
Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up fourth and long. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hauled in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Round 80. Half.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Look at that power, deep left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down.
Half. Ready? Monday. What's that? What's that?
Back to the air, Allen. Going for the back of the end zone. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready?
One final shot before the half. Forced out to his right. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
What's that?
Looking back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run here from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Again, it's Gibbs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And the Steelers 1st down.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18
Slot
Cardinal.
receivers headed left. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He's going deep! And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're on it quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing from the gun. He's got a man left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Ready?
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready? Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now looking to throw. Went right, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Alert!
Here he is on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Collins got it left side. He brushed him off with ease. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 60 by 6, 60.
Gibbs now from the gun. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Bengals into the nickel set. 3rd down.
Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He's going to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
46-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Half.
Now Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
14 yards.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Off 319. What's that?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Right back to Chase. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Half 85, half 85. What's up?
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And the Steelers are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready. Crack all 80. Let's go.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Get it. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
On first down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Come on, 60 Eagles, 60, hot 70, hot 70.
A give to Gibbs. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on third and long. This finds its target. That's McCann. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first. Down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Steelers nearing their first win of the season. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
We're
drawing up point. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, ready?
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running it with Gibbs. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. A 27-yard look here. Reichert connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Jump off caught by his back. Along the sideline past midfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Round 80!
Allen now on first down. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Second and 3 now.
Five boy. 319!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Rob.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week, find a way to flush this.